What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast. We're talking about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shan Tynes.
What's up? What's up?
And Daniel Acevedo.
How's it going, guys?
What's going on? So welcome to Friday's episode. So this is the non-cybersecurity episode. So Monday, Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursdays Ask a CISSP, and then Fridays everything else. So movies, books, games, all that good stuff. So this is where we come to unwind. With that being said, how's everybody's week?
Man, for me, it was a busier than normal week. So we had an inspection that came up that we did. It wasn't necessarily a pass or fail. It was how big a risk you are. And we were not a high risk, right? So like for us, it worked out pretty good. But it's just one of those things where when you have inspections, when you're working with the DoD, it can be a little, I don't want to say hectic, but it's like you think you're doing better than you are when the inspectors come in, right? And again, we didn't do bad, but it was just stuff like they would find something, and then I would show up early. I'd be like, hey, here's what we have to counteract that. Give us more points, please. But this was not self-attestation. This was not us saying we're doing well, right? Like the Northern District of Georgia or whatever else we talked about. Go back to Tuesday, folks. That's where we talk about this. But no, it was a good. I'm glad the week is over. We did well. There's still a little bit of work to be done, and we'll continue doing that, right? But we have another couple of years until we're looked at again, but there's stuff that we need to still do. When it comes to TV watching, so I watched, I don't know if you guys know the Untold series that comes out. It's usually sporting events and whatnot, and they go behind the scenes a little bit, but Netflix had the one for the murder of Steve McNair, right? So I know of the story.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, I think it's Untold, the murder of Steve McNair. And for those that don't know the story, he was killed by, there's differing opinions here on what happened, right? There's some that say it was a murder-suicide, like his girlfriend took him out. There are some, according to this, I guess I'll call it a documentary that I just watched, that say that maybe it wasn't a murder-suicide as was previously thought, but there's some contention around that. And that was a theory I hadn't heard. A lot of the stuff in it, because it was under an hour, a lot of the stuff in it I had already known because I paid attention to the story, right? So he ended his career in Baltimore. So me being a big Ravens fan, like I know of Steve McNair and things like that. When it happened, I was watching the news on it, kind of read up on it, but there wasn't a lot to add, but I didn't realize that there was some contention about how all of it happened. So that was a little different. But yeah, for me throughout the week, because I was waking up so early, and when I come home from work, I was tired. Like I wasn't watching too much at home, right? So that was kind of it for me. That was kind of the only thing I watched. Oh, I did buy Madden, the new Madden this year. Haven't played a game yet.
I knew it.
I hadn't played a game yet.
Did you get the right Madden 25? Did you get the 2025 or did you get Madden 25?
You know what's crazy is when I was looking up reviews, I had forgotten all about that. So like when it was Madden's 25th, for everybody out there that may not know, when Madden hit its 25th anniversary for the game, it was like 2013 or 14, they didn't call it Madden 14 or 13, whichever one it's supposed to be. They called it Madden 25. So, so when you're looking up stuff, like I was looking up, like I didn't pay attention to the date on the article. I just like went into the article a little bit. I was like, that's not new technology. And I had to scroll back up and be like, this is the game from 10 years ago, 11 years ago. You know what I mean? But so you got to make sure you're looking at and buying the right one, right? But the reason Ryan brings this up is because he sent this video. This guy was making fun of this, where this dude calls his friend up and he's like, man, I got that new Madden 25. And he's like, yeah, it's got Barry Sanders on the cover. He was like, what? Like, what are you playing?
Yeah, he was like, I ain't playing in a while, but I got that new Madden.
It's funny, but no, I picked it up. I just started a franchise. I haven't even played a game yet, right? But like when I was reading the reviews on it, to me, some of the stuff people were complaining about, or some of the negative reviews I saw, it seems like it's coming from people that haven't even played the game, and they're just continuing on with that hate cycle. You know what I mean? So to me it looks pretty good, right? Like I've done some practice stuff, some mini game stuff for getting players better and whatnot, but I haven't played my first game yet. So probably today I might jump into that a little bit and get a game or two in, and then I'll let y'all know next week. Like, oh man, this is as bad as last year, because I
Right.
know I brought it up before where like I haven't touched last year's Madden since November. You know what I mean? So like I was not pleased with it. You know what I mean? So, but I think they had to come through this year because they brought the college football game back. You know what I mean? Because they brought back NCAA football, 2025. I don't think they could miss the boat on this, right? Because the way it used to be is whatever, like you would know a month ahead of time what Madden was going to look like, right? Because like the college
Right.
football game was pretty much just that. There'd be presentation differences, right? Which is the same here, right? You don't have like that school feel. And there's a lot of people that like NCAA football because they love the college environment and everything that comes with it, right? The chants and all that good stuff. For me, I'm like, I don't need that. I want realistic football. Let the game. I don't want linebackers to be super jumping like 5 feet off the ground. Like that's what I don't want. Like don't do it in real life. Don't do it in the game. Right? That's how I feel about it. But that's pretty much it for me. Like I said, it was inspections and watched one thing really, and then not much else to go off of. But Daniel, what's going on with you, man? How was your week?
Doing okay. We had a call them an Asian hurricane. They call them typhoons over here. A couple weeks ago, it wasn't too bad. It was just a lot of rain. I don't know if I talked. I don't think I talked about this. I missed last week because I was sick. So that came in about 2 weeks ago. It wasn't too bad. It was so mild during the day that I took my kid out in rain boots and her raincoat, and I was like, let's just go jump in puddles. And she fucking loved it. And I picked her up, and we walked to, not close, but we walked to where the beach was because we live in front of the ocean. So she can see how like strong the waves were and things like that. And she was like, oh, wow. So I was like living through her a little bit. So it was kind of cool to see her reaction to it for the first time. She's only 4 right now. And then we came back.
You a storm chaser? Daniel,
I
you a
was storm chasing. Puerto Rico edition. I'm out here trying to catch the wind. It was fun. It was really mild, but then at night the wind was actually picked up. It was really strong.
Start howling.
Yeah, and then it knocked the electricity out, so the AC went out. So I didn't come back till like 3:30 in the morning, so I didn't sleep at all that night. It was like so
You say
hot.
it's pretty hot there. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife was snoring away, and my kid was like out, and I was just like sweating. Yeah, it was hot. So that was that. Then I got sick. Work, just getting things settled in the house a little bit more each day. Putting things away, buying stuff to put stuff away. And for some reason, I guess during that course, like my mic stopped working, so that's why I'm using this mic this week. Got to try to fix that and see what's going on with that. But as far as media goes, we continuing to watch Tokyo Vice. We're almost done with that one. I stopped watching House of Dragons season 2. I'm waiting for you, Ryan, to catch up. No, I'm just kidding. I just kind of like waiting for the season to end to like binge the last like 6 or 7 episodes. But my buddies tell me that it's like really good, so I'm kind of like really gonna start watching it probably soon here. It's just they're hour-long episodes, like don't have a lot of time to like sit down and like watch an hour sometimes. But I'm really looking forward to that. Let me see. I did pick up one game that came out because just the hype on it is like super big. It's the Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah. What'd you get it on?
It's a PS5.
Okay.
It looks amazing. It is so I'm not a big like God of War. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of those kind of games like the adventure games. But I gotta say this one, man, it is really fun. It's like adventure game slash kind of like what a Souls or like Elden Ring would be like. Kind of the boss battles are kind of challenging, but man, I've only beat the first like one of the first mini bosses. I've only played the beginning of the game, but it was challenging enough. But the combat style is really fluid. It's fun. I would definitely highly recommend. If you like adventure games and you like God of War, I think this would be your cup of tea. I watched some videos on it, like the gameplay, but I think you guys you'd like it.
What was the name of it again?
I think it's Black Myth
Wukong.
Yeah. So it's
It's like a
I don't know.
Tales. Oh man, what's it called? Tales to the West, Tales to the East, or something like that. Like
Yeah,
it's
Chinese.
what
It's like
it's what DBZ is based on. Like you have like
yes,
the monkey
Son Goku.
man. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you know Dragon Ball Son Goku. So it's a
Yeah.
monkey. He jumps on a cloud. He's got that
flying Nimbus. Yep.
flying nimbus, and he's got like the staff that appears out of nowhere. It's like gets really big. And yeah, growing up, actually, I probably actually knew more Chinese stuff, mythology and martial arts and things like that than Japanese even, because I was really big into martial arts when I was a kid. I did Taekwondo, which is Korean actually, for like since I was like 5 to like almost my whole like before I stopped like in high school or college. So I was like really into like Bruce Lee and the old kung fu movies. I love that stuff and all this kind of mythology I knew about a
Yeah.
lot. So it's pretty fun. Like I had forgotten about it. Then I got, into anime and stuff like that, like junior high, high school. Kind of went more towards like the ninjas and the Japanese stuff. So like watching this now and just like hearing, I even put it in Chinese to listen to like the voice acting and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool. It's enjoyable. I'm having a good time with it. So now I want to watch some kung fu movies. I have to
Right.
like go back on Google and
Yeah.
I've watched almost all of them. Like I love kung fu movies. There's a HBO. I don't know if it's HBO. There's a TV show. I think it was on HBO. It's on Netflix, and it's kung fu. And I'm blanking on the name, and it's really good. I only watched the first 2 episodes,
Are
and
you talking
it's
about is it the Warrior?
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It's
Levon put me onto that one.
Yeah.
it's good, right? Have you seen it yet or no?
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
good.
it's
Yes.
yes. I only watched the first 2 episodes, and I'm like, and I keep on remembering it like every once in a while. I was like, why haven't I continued to watch this? It's so good. So yeah, I probably will start watching that again just because I'm playing this game.
So let me know something. So you said only the first 2 episodes, right? Is what you said you watched, Daniel. So it starts out very good. So I got to like as it goes on a little bit more, like all that stuff you're seeing in the first 2 episodes, the fighting and doing all that, it seems like it happens a little less for me. So I never finished the first season, but I want to get back onto it because, like Ryan said, like Levon, like put us onto it, and I was like, man, it started out with a bang. Like
It
right off
does,
the
yeah.
jump, you're just like, whoa, okay, yeah, I'm down for this. But then it gets into more of the story. I don't know, maybe I'm just not a story guy, right? Like I want to see somebody get kicked in the face. I want to see blades come out. Like I want to see like that's just kind of how I am, right? And like it is weird to me, and I've talked about this before. So like the guy that's the main character in there, the one that comes
Hmm.
over on the boat, he's actually
Yeah.
British. Like he has like a
Oh, is
London
he?
accent. Like yes, when you see him talking in like interviews and whatnot, like he's got
That's
this
funny.
like very like Idra Elbis Cockney type accent, and you're just like, wow, I was not expecting that. You know what I mean? Like it's just,
Damn.
but no, he's good in it though. He's really good in it. But I like him. Junior makes me laugh in there too.
Yeah. You're like an action junkie. I'm gonna go back into my treasure trove and look for some like kung fu movies that I know that are really good, and I'll tell you which
Yeah,
ones to see if you've seen them or not, and
yeah,
I'll give you recommendations because man, that's like I used to be like a junkie. Used to watch like
yeah.
kung fu movies all the time. But yeah, that's pretty much wraps it up for me. Getting over a cold. So if you guys see me on the video this week, I'm like redder than usual, or like I'm still kind of like I had like a horrible migraine like all week on and off. So, but I'm recovering. Going strong now, chasing storms, doing the good stuff. That's all I've got. What about you, Ryan? How was your week?
Pretty good. Not bad. Aside from making ads to read, such as this one. Join the other side of the firewall. Ryan and his co-host explore the cutting edge of cybersecurity with a special emphasis on diversity and inclusion. Perfect for newcomers and experts alike, this podcast delivers the key insights you need to navigate the ever-changing landscape of GRC. That could be you. I could be reading your ad right there. Um, but yeah, just doing a bunch of basically like my week was work, and then after work it was filling out, which I still am filling out documents for RAM Cyber. So much paperwork, so much, but it's for the better good, right? Like I'm filling out stuff to try to get different certifications and stuff like that for
Nice.
small business administration. So a lot of that, and then I got a cold, so my throat's scratchy, it's starting to
Mm.
hit me. It started yesterday, so
Oh,
that's great. Just in time for the week to start. And I was building some
Kind of froze
dressers
up on us there,
yesterday because
Ryan. So
kids grow out of furniture,
you
so
said you
you gotta
were getting a
build them
cold.
new
You're
furniture.
okay.
So Walmart dropped off a couple dressers that felt like 4,000 pounds a piece, and I started to put them together. And then now my fingertips hurt, so tighten all the screws. And then after that, I didn't get any games in. Like I plan on playing Black Myth Wukong, but not anytime soon. Like I see it, I'm hyped for it. I want to get it on the PC. So what I'm hoping
really?
is, yeah, I saw if you go to YouTube and watch Digital Foundry videos, they did the PC videos first because they didn't give them PS5 codes. So
Oh wow.
they showed the videos on PC, and it was like, this looks like one of the best looking games out right now.
I
And
can
then
believe
on
it.
PS5 it doesn't look bad, but then when you see the juxtaposition between the two, I was just like, I kind of want to wait. But then I also want to upgrade my GPU and I can't right now because GPU prices are through the roof.
Yep.
So I'm waiting for the announcement of the new 50 series, right? So the 40s will go on sale because I want a 4080 Super is what I want. I think that will give me the best bang for my buck. But right
Sounds
now
expensive.
it's like $700 GPU, $800 GPU. So when they announce the next series, then these prices will plummet. Is usually what happens. But it just feels like it's taking them forever to announce the next series. But yeah, so I'm waiting. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it for the PC though. Not that it looks bad on the PS5. It still looks stunning. But it was the weird where I got to see it on the PC first before I got to see it on the PS5.
So is this the first? Is this the first one in the series, or is this a sequel?
That's the
This
first one.
first one, yep.
First one. Okay.
Yeah. Japanese developer. I think Tencent is one of their backers. So people have issues with Tencent. Tencent's gobbled up everything. But when they gobble it up, they have weird restrictions on things because, you have to be mindful of the hand that feeds you. Like when the reviews came out, said that you can't talk about COVID for whatever reason. Like, why would you talk about COVID now? Like years after, the big pandemic hit us. And you also can talk about anything about feminism. And reviewers are like, what? Like, these two things don't even make sense. But then when you look back, you're like, okay, something's going on in China, and they don't want you to, talk about these things. So that's the weirdness with Tencent back things. You're like, I don't know. Sometimes it feels kind of off. But I don't care. I'm going to buy it. So I'll probably get it for Black Friday because that's about when GPUs will hopefully be on sale and reasonably priced. Is my hope. And then, so no real TV or anything like that. Like I watched Gnomeo and Juliet again because my nieces wanted to watch it. Like my wife put out all the Bills stuff. So like we have a sign that says "Welcome" has the Bills symbol on it. We have a doormats, the original Bills colors and shape. And then we have a gnome. He's called Nomi because we're so creative. And Nomi is a Bills fan, right? He has like the Bills gear on and whatnot. So he saw it, and my oldest niece was like, "You've seen the movie with the red and blue ones?" And I remember my oldest, my daughter, she's 18 now, but she loved Gnomeo and Juliet. I was like, "Oh, you talking about this one?" So I found it on, I want to say it's on Paramount. And now we've been watching it nonstop. So I think I've watched it like 8 times. It has a really good soundtrack though. Like it has like an Elton John, like because it's a British CG joint. It still holds up. It's pretty good. So watch that countless times. And I did find a movie I do want to watch, but I'm not sure if it's the right time for it. So I want to say it was last year or the year before last. There's a movie that came out called Silent Night by John Woo is the director, and it's all action, almost no dialogue. So it's called Silent Night because the protagonist is unable to speak.
He can't speak. Yeah.
Yeah. So most of the game is just the guns talking. So I was like, oh, I want to watch this. I forgot that this even existed. But I'm like, it's kind of a Christmas movie. Like I don't watch Die Hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I watch Die Hard
Yes.
around Christmas. So I'm like,
Smart man.
yeah,
I knew
kind of.
Ryan was smart, but now you just put the cherry on top right there. See,
Oh
speaking
yeah, Die
my
Hard's a Christmas.
yeah, it's one of my go-tos. Once we start putting the Christmas lights on,
Yeah,
I put that on the TV.
I watched that and Home Alone, Die Hard, and then obviously like The Grinch Stole Christmas, all the other family-friendly stuff. But not to say that what's my man's name? Kevin from the Christmas movie I just said. Okay, it just dropped out of my head.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin. His name was Kevin though. Because remember the mom was like, Kevin. I just it's not family friendly, but it's kind of violent. Like you watch it now, you're
Yes.
like, yo, they should be dead. Several times over, you would have killed them. Like, getting hit in the head with bowling balls, like, yo.
Even if it didn't kill them, then they would have got some type of infection from the nails and the burns and all that. They would have
It's
done.
like
Internal bleeding.
They would have had sepsis. Yeah, they'd have had sepsis because their blood would have been poisoned from all those infections. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but those are the more risky movies I watch during Christmas. But like, I'm like, yeah, I really want to watch this, but
Son.
it's definitely a Christmas movie. I can, because you even hear in the trailer they play the sleigh bells ring.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's you know what this is. So I'll probably wait for that one. But in the
Is that,
meantime, I'll have to find something different.
It's wild. Like I saw the trailer and I was like, this is odd. I was like, but if it's nothing but that's in the trailers, I'm like, okay, I'm down then, right?
Oh, it
Like,
was action
'cause-
packed. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
action.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I gotta watch this. So that's pretty much been the only things on my radar. I started Severance up again because I know season 2's coming out, so I started watching that again.
Oh, on Apple, right?
Yeah, but I can only watch a couple episodes at a time
It's
because
slow.
it's very
It's
slow.
very slow. Yeah, it's a
So I
very slow
started
burn.
marathonable. I just want to
No.
know what's going on. Like it's one of those shows where you're just like, what is going
Yes.
on?
It sucked me in. Like it's like I don't like this. I think I'll give it another episode, and then at the end of the second episode, I was like, oh, I gotta watch the third now. And then it's like
Yeah,
I watched the whole season, and I was like, I'll watch the second season because I got to this point already, so I need to know what's going
right,
on. The
right.
payoff
And
better be
then
good though, because if not,
it better be.
I'm gonna be the first person picketing Apple. I will burn them down because like it's
It's
they
50-50. They're 50-50.
yeah
They had the stars, but their shows and movies are 50-50.
no
Because
they really some bangers. That one's a little didn't really hit the mark for me, but they have some really good shows though.
yeah, have you seen Silo?
Yes, I was literally gonna ask you if you've seen Silo. I
That's
love
so
Silo.
good. Silo was
You know
so
it's a book
good.
series, right? It's based off a book series.
Yeah,
I haven't read them, but I mean yeah, I love that show. That season was good. It's not one
yeah,
of your shows, Shannon. I'm sorry.
yeah. I don't think Shannon will like it, but Common is in it, and I'm not spoiling anything because you watch the trailer.
He
He
did good.
plays a bad guy, but
Yeah.
he played. It's one of those robust, like Thanos,
Yeah.
like you start to see, like it's not necessarily black and white. It was why
Yeah.
he's a bad guy, and I'm like, man, he's doing a great job.
He did a good job. I thought he did a good job in the role, yeah.
Yeah,
I know people think I say this in jest. I know they do, but I call Thanos the hero of the Avengers because when you think about what he was trying to do, right? Because
yeah,
and in the comics, it's indiscriminate, right? Like he could have done the snap, and he could have even wiped himself out, but he was like,
right.
I just want half. I don't care which half.
Yeah.
Right? But in the movies, he has to survive to make a $2 billion movie. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, it's like I understand the logic here. Like we have gotten so crazy with consuming all of our resources that
Yeah.
that's how everybody survives is get rid of half of them.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Like I'm thinking, and I picked up a book. I just cracked the.
Oh, nice.
Will it focus on this? I think it will. It's
Ooh,
probably back.
Oh, nice.
okay.
Yeah, so the CISO's Desk Reference Guide. So a practical guide for CISOs, Volume 1. There's 2 volumes. They're kind of pricey. So I'm going to reimburse myself. Like, this is a company expense.
Yeah.
As
Nice.
soon as the company starts making money, you're going to pay me back for this one. $70 a pop.
No.
Invaluable information. Like, so far, like, I'm trying to go through it and read it cover to cover, but I'll flip to what I need for when I'm doing something. I'm like, okay, well, this chapter will
That's
cover
pretty
that,
cool.
and I can kind of go into detail.
Yeah.
So I like it. But yeah, so that's the only book I've picked up recently, and I definitely was not going to get into audio. It put me to sleep. It's definitely not made for that.
Having trouble sleep, just get that. Yeah.
Right, put you out.
There's a
But so
handbook in
far so
fear.
good though. I do like it. And then I wanted to go see Aliens, but I heard from Levon it was just all right. I'm like,
Oh,
nah, man, this
really?
trailer made it seem like it was going to be amazing. I don't want just all right.
It got decent reviews though when I checked it out the first week. It looked like
Okay.
at least on Rotten Tomatoes and all those websites, it looked like it was decent. I'm afraid to go watch it because I have like high hopes for it because they've just been really
Right.
after the first two, it's been just really bad.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
really bad.
Only the first 2 are the only good ones.
Yeah.
So this one's supposed to be 1.5. Supposed to be in between the 2. So I'm just like, oh, this is perfect. Like you picked the right to the
Yeah.
to
Good
insert
time
yourself.
frame.
But
Yeah.
if they just say it's all right, like the trailer led me to believe great. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to waste my money seeing theaters. I've been waiting for Bad Boys, the latest Bad Boys, to be rentable. It's still $20 to rent on streaming.
Wow.
I'm like, nah, man. I give you
$19.99 too much.
I'll give you $5. I give you $5.
So have you seen it, Daniel? Have you seen it?
No,
Oh,
but
okay.
like I the ratings on that one were like it's the greatest hits. That's all it is. It's like if you like
Okay.
everything you've liked from Bad Boys, you're just gonna see here, pretty much.
Got you. But yeah, I'm interested, but I'm not going to give them $20. That's a movie ticket. Like I'd rather just go see them in theater then.
I should
As opposed
yeah.
to
Probably
yeah.
cheaper in the theaters. $20. That's
Now it's probably
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me, man. Just like this week, it's probably gonna be more of the same. Work is work, and then throw on top of that the Ram Cyber stuff, and then just getting in where I fit in, right? Try to find some time to play some games and things of that nature. I'm still going through Ghost of Tsushima, so I'll pick
I
that
should
back
play
up.
that one.
I didn't get very far. I'm only on like the second mission,
They say it's really
but
good.
it's gorgeous. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
But I got this
Um,
black Wukong. It's just there now. So that's like it's honestly it's really fun.
yeah, I've seen like everything I've seen about it. I was just like, man, it looks great. It looks like it plays fun, right? It's not
Hmm.
too Dark Souls, so it's not too hard.
No.
It's more forgiving than that, but it's still challenging. So I'm like, oh,
Yes.
okay, I can get down with
Yep.
this. But yeah, I think I'll wait till like Black Friday. That'll probably be when I scoop it up.
Nice.
So we'll definitely see. But yeah, so definitely continue to tune in throughout the week. So Monday and Tuesday are topics, Wednesday discussion, Thursdays everything else. So movies, books, games, all that good stuff, like you just heard. And then hit up all the websites to go by our name. Subscribe, please. I think we're up to like 520 now, so we're still going up. Every day we get another person or two. So please keep that up. Like hit
Nice.
1,000 by the end
Nice.
of the year if possible. And then yeah, if you want your ad to be read instead of my personal ad to be read, then hey, like now I'm just blackmailing people. Like if you want me to stop saying it, then you need to send me your ad. So we're trying to get that going, and then yeah, I missed the newsletter. I didn't feel well, so Friday episode didn't go out yet. It'll go out today. I'm super late on that, and no newsletter this week. But I'll double up next week. How about that? So hit up all the websites to go by your name. Hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. You can find me on all the social media platforms. And where can they find you, Daniel?
On LinkedIn under my name, Daniel Acevedo.
There it is. Stay safe. Stay secure.